Hey guys, Higgy Pop here. In the comic room. Beautiful day, beautiful day. I mean, look at this gorgeous day out here, you know? Look at, isn't it just a beautiful day? Yes. But we're gonna hang in the comic room real quick. Because, I'm gonna close the door. Vaya con Dios outside. And we're gonna hang out. We're gonna hang out and talk about comics real quick. Because I got a lot going on at the old Higgy household. I got to buy a new fridge. I got to put a roof on the house. Now I got getting estimates coming in hot and quick. I'm getting a microwave, new microwave. We're gonna bundle a package deal. Now my wife wants a dishwasher. I said, whoa, what are your hands broken? Jeez. So we'll figure this out. So what I've been doing is I've been scoping out banks to rob. I got new banks I'm robbing. So I've been planning. And I got some options. I'm hitting a whole new different branch of bank now because, other ones are kind of on to me with the Chewbacca mask and the loot. I got this mask I'm going to try now. I'm going to be Bane, So we'll get it going. But let's start off. Let's just have some fun today. Fun. I'm feeling like smiling. So I got my Superman shirt on. We're going to look at some Superman. I'm going a little different angle. Different angle today. I've been reading the James Robinson run of New Krypton, and this is volume number 4, I think, right? And it's so cool. You want to know why? Not only is the story just great, but just the characters he introduces. He just brings in more characters, more and more characters. Adam Strange is in this, right? Helping him out. Him and Supes team up, old pals. And but they brought in a character out of the blue. I never saw this coming. Never saw it coming, man. And but I will get new comics once I rob these banks. The world is my oyster. It'll happen. Don't worry. So they introduced this character that I want to show you. It's a 1 second. The comic room's crazy. Let's see. Hawkman in the comic room. What's going on? Oh, Superman! I'm wearing your shirt, pal. What are you, telekinesis or something? How do you notice? Yeah. How'd you hear I'm robbing? Listen, you and your super hearing, pal. How about a little privacy? What do you say to that? Listen, I don't like it, man. You're snooping. This guy. Listen, pal, I'm just talking. I'm joking. Ha, 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 ha. I'm not robbing banks here, guy. I got a job. I'm fine. It was just idle talk, Supes. You know me, true blue, just like you, pal. All right, don't worry. And please don't snoop. It's disgusting, actually. You know what I'm saying? Don't you have a life? Isn't there a cat stuck up in a tree somewhere? Listen, no hard feelings, man. But listen, for real, a little privacy. All right. I mean, what if me and the missus are, doing smoochy? You listening to that too? All right, man. For real, man. All right, pal. Don't worry about me. Everything's good. All right. Take care. This guy's crazy. Supes. So, let me get back to it. So, anyways, this guy, I can't do anything. So, anyways, they introduce, because New Krypton. They're starting up a new planet, all right? And so they got a lot going on. So a lot of people are getting a little crazy. They're like, the Thanagarian, Hawkmen come in because they're like, they attack. They just like a little introduction. They attack, and they're like, because you're Kryptonians. You guys are strong. We don't want you starting up a new world. So Superman talks to all the Thanagarians. They say, stop fighting. Stop it. Go to your corner. And but then... That's all settled. But then JEMM, you remember JEMM, son of Saturn? He comes in. He's like, excuse me. And they're like, we can't stop him. He's super powerful, JEMM. He was introduced in, he's the son of Saturn. He's got a gem in his forehead. Picture John Jones, the Martian Manhunter. He's got all the same powers as John Jones. He's super strength, just like Superman. He's got telekinetic powers. He shoots blasts out of that yellow gem on his forehead. And And he's got the same concerns. He's talking to Superman and all the leaders of Krypton, new Krypton. He's like, I don't like what's going on here. And he's like, Superman's like, well, we need a little trust, pal, all right? And, but they have to test. They're always pushing. So he's shooting things. But then they all settle down. They all settle down. And, but he's super powerful. Super powerful. His weakness is just like John Jones. He doesn't like flames. Doesn't like fire. You know? He ain't working the grill during the cookout. This guy's super scared. You know? But the art is fantastic. It's a great read. James Robinson, like I said. So I'm just like, this is great. This guy just thinks up old school characters and brings them back in. And like I said, Adam Strange comes in because they're trying to figure out a murder. There's a murder happens, and it just so happens when the murder happens, Adam Strange gets Zeta beamed right into the same room as the dead body. And they're like, you did it, Adam Strange. He's like, dude, I swear to God, I just got Zeta beamed here by accident. Because I was coming down here to talk to you guys because you're Kryptonians and we're scared. And they're like, this is kind of fishy. There's Adam Strange. All right? And then they team up and they get to the bottom of the case. All right? New Krypton Volume 4. I read Volume 3 and 4. I'm going backwards. I got Volume 1 and 2 waiting. They're just waiting for me. So I did, where did I bring, all right. In 1984, they introduced JEMM, 12 issue maxi series. And it was done by Greg Potter, Gene Colan, and Klaus Janson. The art is very not good. But it's a cool character, and they did good introducing a new character into the DC mainstream. And he does show up. He does show up. The Injustice Society or something. He got roped into them because they controlled him somehow in one of the runs. And that's JEMM. He comes to Earth, and he's like, he doesn't know. I think he has amnesia. That's issue number 1. And that's Colan and Jansen on the cover. I'll show you the art inside. You're going to be a little like, what the heck is this? It's not that good. It's like, they didn't put a lot of effort into it, I'll tell you that. There's not a lot of background detail. So he befriends this young kid in their city in the beginning, right off the hop. And the kid finds him in the alleyway. It's like, the kid's like, you're a big red guy with no clothes on. So this weekend's crazy. I got my daughters in town, with her husband, and they're having a baby. We're all excited. Woo! You know, my wife's over the moon. So we're doing a lot of that stuff. It's my daughter's birthday, so we went out to eat last night. They raked me over the coals. My wallet is like non-existent. It's like, I'm so poor I can't pay attention. There's JEMM. See the art? It's very sparse but I read it, baby. There's our boy JEMM. You know, the inks are very light. I mean, Klaus Janson must have been, he must have had carpal tunnel. He didn't get too aggressive with the inks. But, this is what we got. All right? That's issue number 1. I'll show you JEMM. This is how they introduced JEMM. Remember the cartoon JEMM? It was a rock star girl. All right, issue number 2. JEMM versus the Kular. To the loser, death. That's Kular. That's issue number 1 and 2. All right, got doubles. Here's issue number 3. The origin of JEMM. All right, here's issue number 4. Him and Superman going at it. A super battle against Superman. I got to read back and forth all this. This is terrible. Terrible. You know what? Remind me to kick my butt later. I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah, I'm pretty pressed for time. I mean, when you get company, it throws a wrench in your whole world. All right, where am I? What's my name? All right. Issue number 5. That is, now my prince, you will do as I command, or you will die. That's Colan on the cover. Issue number 6. Looks like Jem's got a little jet. He's a pilot. Issue number 7. He's getting jumped. Dad and Macawinkia, jump, jump. This is issue number 8. He's throwing down, baby. That cover looks a little different. I wonder who did this. Colin and McLean. Issue number 9. Is JEMM's interference on new Bach worth the price he must pay? He's like, well, they say, yeah. He's a wrestler. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, you can dance if you want to, but you leave your friends behind. This is issue number 10. Has time run out for JEMM, or can Luther save him? He's taking a nap on the ground. Issue number 11. Can Claudius Tull survive JEMM's vengeance? And here's the last issue, the finale. JEMM, Son of Saturn, issue number 12. Him and his little buddy. I love you, JEMM. I love you too, little guy. I like your hat. Should I wear a hat? Is the JEMM too much? So that's JEMM, Son of Saturn. I forgot all about him until I just bumped into him on this Superman book. And you know what we're gonna do? I'm feeling super. You know what brings a smile on my face? World's Finest. Let's look at some World's Finest. What do we got? Oh wait, this is what I did. I've been eyeballing because Shannon from Solid Force Bend, it's his channel's the one that's the first channel I ever saw on YouTube, Solid Force Bend, Shannon. And I watched him, I started watching him whatever, years ago. I was like, wow, this is great. You could watch comic books on YouTube, right? Then I saw Dr. Silver Age. I was like, this is great, right? But a week ago, maybe a little over a week ago, he shared this run. And I love it. I've been eyeballing this run for months. And I wanted to pull the trigger on it. And it is Beware the Claws of the Cat, Marvel Comics. All right. And the hour has come for the cat to strike. She stalks by night. Introducing Marvel's newest action bombshell. How did a beautiful girl gain the uncanny powers of a killer beast? Amazing origin issue. All right. This is Marie Severin art on the cover. And Wally Wood does the inks for this issue. And Linda Fight is the writer. And this came out during Marvel the year, let's see, in 72. Marvel was doing the old women's liberation thing. And when this came out, they also came out with Night Nurse. And they came out with Shayna the She-Devil. They were pushing the old woman's liberation. And this is what they put to the forefront. All right. And this is Greer Grant Nelson is her. She was a college student and sophomore at Chicago University, and she was dating a brand new cop who's on the force, and he was on the force for a year, and got married. They were married for a year, and he gets killed on duty, and now she quits college. She starts working for this professor that was one of her professors in college, and the professor is like doing some sort of chemical stuff, and she's like, I'll work for you. And now she came up with some sort of serum that brings out the physical and mental potential for women. It's some sort of serum that'll bring out, you'll have the full potential, enhanced strength, agility, mental capacity, all right? And so she's like, I'm down, and the professor's like, well, I would like you to be the first study patient, and she's like, all right. But then they lose funding. They lose funding for the project. So enter this guy. He's like a big game hunter, and he's a big businessman. He's like, I'm gonna fund this project, and he goes, and I have other people I want to take the serum. So she's like, but she snuck Greer in there to get the serum too. But this guy has a bunch of suits made up. All these suits, these yellow suits with claws and stuff, and he's going to build a whole army of female soldiers, unbeknownst to the professor and Greer. And so it works. The serum works. And Greer is going great. She's super. She's the most powerful of all of them. But then this guy, the business owner, he has this collar that makes him submit to him. But Greer doesn't let the collar go on her. She fights back, and but he controls all the other ones with the collar, and it's crazy. It's crazy. And he ends up killing the professor, Greer's little buddy there. Oh, terrible. And this is January of '73. This is the Owl. This is called Owl and the Pussycat. Josie and the Pussycats. And Linda Fight and Marie Severin still doing art, but that switches up right here. This is just a 4-issue run, and I love it, man. These are 20-cent bombs, baby. Issue number 3. You foiled my plans just once, cat, but once is all you get. Kill cries the craven. And I got a great deal on these, believe me. The issue number 1 was pricey, and issue number 2 was, but the other 2 according to him, they're kind of rough shape, Jim. I'll give them to you for free. If you say so, pal. He's great. Second Alarm Comics down the street from me. He's my LCS. It stands for a local comic shop, or I'll say legendary cool sir. Okay, this covers by Rich Buckler and John Romita. All right. Yeah, man. And the art inside is by Patty Greer. I wonder if they named our lead character after Patty Greer. And Bill Everett helps out in the art too. It is a fun story, and it's a very cool character. She's tough, man, and she's got grit. She doesn't back down. She doesn't back down. Issue number 4, the last issue of this run. All my life, humans have hurt me, hounded me. Today, mankind will fall beneath the hooves of the man-bull. Not if the cat can help it, gruesome. See, he's complaining about people making fun of him, and she's over there calling him gruesome. This is Man-Bull. I was introduced to Man-Bull in a Daredevil comic that I got when I was a kid. And I think the Black Widow and Daredevil are kind of shown in this comic as kind of like a, like a little, it was like in a dreamscape type of thing, like looking back into the past. But that's Man-Bull. He's crazy. He stampedes. And Jim Starlin does all the art inside. And you could tell, man, totally different. It's great stuff. And the cover's by John Romita and Tony Martorello. Caramello. And, yeah, the cat. I'm telling you, man, I've been eyeballing this for months. And then I saw Shannon showing him. I'm like, you! Why you? No. I was a little jealous. And look, I just dropped my mom off after church, and look what I found. I found this. I was like, move on the way, mama on the way. Oh, mama. So I got something to add up there. And let's look at some World's Finest, because it brings a smile to my face. Nothing particular. Let's just check out World's Finest. Because Superman, the guy that sneaks up on me, come here. I got to hold him. Get over here, you. Get over here. Oh, look what I got here, too. Look at this. Superman. How about a little privacy, dude? And look at this stuff. You see this? This came out back in the day. This was shampoo. All right? And I love it. What do you think, huh? You. Dude, you and your ears, that's one of his weaknesses, his super hearing. Yes, indeed. He could hear a mouse fart from miles away. And what am I going to show you here? I could show you. Here's a World's Finest right here, hanging up on the wall. Hang up. Ugh. This is issue number 163. This was a great story. The Court of No Hope. I love it when Batman's in a net. That's where he belongs. Kurt Swan. Good old Swanee. Let me hang it back up. All right. let's see what we got here. I got a long box of World's Finest. Let's check them out. Here's issue number 141. Uh-oh. We got some graves. Pay no attention here, folks. Just some dead people. Jimmy Olsen and Robin. Extra, a surprise feature starring Batman, Superman, Aquaman, and Green Arrow. What a great comic, man. Back in 1941, I think, issue number 1 came out, and it was called World's Best. And I think there was a copyright infringement, and I think they got kind of nervous, so issue number 2, they called it World's Finest. And the rest is history, man. Everything, I mean, it starts with a title, just like Brave and Bold. That's a great title! And World's Finest, man. And there's Robin and Olsen over there going, they think we're dead. Isn't that funny? People, man, people. Something about people. My week has been ruined. I get up at 5:30 every morning, and I head to work, and I stop at the same gas station. I get a coffee at the gas station. And now it's my little peace time. I have a little downtime. I drink my coffee, and I do some reading. I think, I have thoughts. And I'm getting my coffee every morning. Now there's this guy that shows up the same time I do. And this guy's a nightmare. He's ruining my morning. Here's issue number 146. And this is December of 64. And Bruce L. flying. Bruce L. super strength. That's a little Bruce L. They had the baby. This is our baby. And this guy, I mean, I'm sitting there filling my coffee. He's like, oh, you're one of those guys. I'm like, what guy? What are you talking about? And he's going, oh, you like that kind of coffee, huh? He's talking. I'm just like, I'm like, dude, are you talking to me this whole time? And he keeps talking every morning. It's like, he's all over me. I'm like, dude, a little peace in the morning. He just won't stop talking to me. I'm like, dude, if I want any crap out of you, I'd squeeze your head. Issue number 153. You fell into my trap, Superman. Revenge. How sweet it is. That's Batman. What a jerk. Ow! My arch foe Batman is on the loose again. He's KO'd me with a kryptonite boomerang. He's got a kryptonite boomerang. He's just chilling on the Batplane wing right there, throwing boomerangs. That's my man, Kurt Swan. The saga of Superman versus Batman. See what would have happened if Superman and Batman had become bitter enemies on opposite sides of the law. Look at these guys. Come on, guys. Can't we all get along? And let's see what else we got. World's Finest, issue number 157. Oh, I love this one. This was funny. These super kids, you know what I'm saying? Boys, no monkey shines today, please. Monkey shines. Batman's just finished a tough case. He deserves to get plenty of rest on our camping trip. They're throwing snakes into a sleeping bag. I mean, dude, these kids need a beating, a super beating. And the second story is the Secret of Cell 16. All right, this is May of 66. Pick up sticks. Yeah. I don't have much time. We'll look at a couple. Here's issue number 159. I always love this cover because I love these villains they drew here. This is featuring two fabulous villains in the Cape and the Cowl Crooks. Anti-Superman, mightier than the Man of Steel. Anti-Batman, more than a match for our masked manhunter. Look at those guys. Superman's having trouble. He's punching that guy right in the yipper. And the guy's going, bring it! Bring it! And let me see. Let me grab some over here. Yeah. Something different. Go deeper into the box here. Here's number 148, World's Finest. And this is good. This is March of 65. And I give this a grade of whoa plus. And Kurt Swan, obviously. And the second story in this is Congarilla Bill, which I love. And they get zapped into a parallel universe where they have to help out a Clayface and Luthor because they're heroes in this world. And yeah, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Look at that. See, that's Superman robbing a bank. What about that, pal? Guy's telling me not to rob banks. Dude, give me a break, will you? And here's a good one. Here's issue number 150. Yes. Attention, Superman, you will keep throwing darts until a balloon bursts. We gamblers made a bet as to which one you will hit. And everyone's face is on the balloon. And Batman's life is at stake. This is where they went to, like, the gambler's planet. What the hell is it called? Ventura. They went to Ventura, and that's the gambler's planet. And they're all involved. They get involved in some serious shenanigans. This is June of '65. Fun. These stories just bring a smile to my face. And this is a classic. This is number 177. Suck it to him, Luthor, baby. Gun down that grinning gargoyle. Blast that bald bandit Joker. I'm with you. The duel of the crime kings. And they're rooting for our two villains here to kill each other. This is where Lex gets released from prison by the Joker, and all sorts of silly stuff happens. And actually the writer is Jim Shooter. Young Jim Shooter. Jim Shooter was a kid, a little kid, right? And he wrote a story for Legion of Superheroes and sent it in, and they used it. And that's how he started working for DC Comics. He was the little guy. He was about this big. SML, small. Yeah. That's just like my dream. My dream is like Joe Kubert. Joe Kubert was like 13, and one of his buddies his father was an artist for some magazine or something, and he sent out his work because he was always doodling. He was doodling, and his father saw his work. He's like, that's pretty good, kid. And they put him to work, and he was like 13 years old, going down into the city, taking a bus, and all these old artists were sitting. They work in a building at the time, not home, and they showed him all the tricks of the trade, and he started drawing. Imagine that. Those were the days. Yeah. And what else? That one. How about this one? Everyone's seen this cover. Hold on, everybody. How about issue number 158? So this is the unbeatable Superman Batman team. What a laugh. I could handle both of you comic crime busters at once without straining a muscle. Classic. We got a lot more, but we'll save them. Issue number 160, the fatal forecast of Dr. Zodiac. 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 Let's look at, where is this? Okay. Now, in 2004, they came out with they upstarted The World's Finest. They used the title, and it was cool. It was fun. World's Finest, issue number 1. Sterling Gates and Julian Lopez. This is 2004. Issue number 2. Issue number 3. Little Catwoman, Supergirl on the bottom. Issue number 4. This was a good read. Issue number... What is this? How did this get in there? This was a crossover thing. A Superman, Madman, Hullabaloo. How did this get in there? You don't belong here. Anyways, look at it. That's the... What's his face? Madman. Dark Horse character. Issue number 0, number 1. All right, this is we're shooting over into World's Finest with the Huntress and Power Girl. Issue number 0. This was a fun read too. Paul Levitz and Kevin Maguire. Great art. Issue number 1 with the Huntress comes in. Supergirl, Power Girl, bop, bop, bop. And issue number 2. A Deadly Threat from Earth 2, right? Yes. I got the whole run. Whole run. Issue number 3, World's Finest Huntress and Power Girl, Death in the Skies of Tokyo. Oh my God. Issue number 4. What is the monster connection to Earth 2? Issue number 5. Issue number 6. Oh man, Huntress is taking it right off the lips. Whack! Issue number 7. Hunted by the Beast from Apocalypse. Issue number 8. Power Girl's mad. She's so mad. That's a cool costume though. I dig it. Issue number 9. Issue number 10. I tell you what, we're having way too much fun. Let's go to a graveyard and cry. Issue number 11. Look at him, huh? Mr. Terrific. Hubba hubba. Yeah. Now she's angry. I love this cover. Great cover, right? Who's with me? Issue number 13, Death Game. This one was all great covers and all great art. Issue number 14. Oh, there's the Apocalypse is attacking. Issue number 15. Captives of Desaad. Desaad's a creeper. He's a creeper. I remember issue number 16. There was an antique shop that opened up in the town next to me about 2 years ago. And I first went in there when he was first opening up, and he had some World's Finest. I'm talking Golden Age World's Finest, all 10 centers. And I think my head almost blew off. And this guy, he really didn't know what he had. And I'm like, dude, can I look through these? He's like, yeah. And I'm looking through them. I was like, and they weren't even bagged or nothing. He goes, what? I said, these are fantastic. I said, this is a gold mine for you. I said, what you need is some bags and boards. He goes, well, I don't know anything about it. So I went the next, it was probably like 3 or 4 days. I went back to him. I gave him some bags and boards, Golden Age size. And he didn't even help a fella out. I ended up getting some Brave and Bold from those World's Finest were out there. And I kind of gave him a ballpark how to look up the prices. And he obviously, if these were mint, they shouldn't be. When I went back there 4 days later, he had prices on there like 800. I was like, dude, you're out of your mind. I ended up getting a Brave and Bold early one from him with Aquaman on it, issue number 17. But it all went to his head. He started pricing these things astronomically. I was like, vaya con Dios, my friend. It was real. And issue number 18, Kara goes nuclear. And issue number, we jumped to from 18 to 23. I'm missing some. All right. Finding a Way Home. That's the, and of course, we have the Mark Waid, World's Finest. That comes out monthly, and this was the last one that just came out. It's great. I told you about that in another video that they're starting a new story up this last week when this came out, and the Riddler's involved, and an old Kryptonian enemy of Superman. The first person to ever go into the Phantom Zone is back out of the Phantom Zone. Yeah. So, let's see. I'll show you one more. And I gotta go. Okay, this is a classic. You all seen this one. This is issue number 162. Now that I've vanquished Superman, our joust is over, Batman. Yield, or my next stroke will do more than shear your costume. This guy, this is November of '66, and Chris Swans and George Klein. Jim Shooter was a writer on this one, too. And actually, I think I just picked this one up. That's why it's here. This guy comes from King Arthur's round table because they're having trouble back in the medieval times. So he somehow comes into modern day times and recruits these two guys. The reason he's thumping around Superman so easy because there's kryptonite in that mace. And Superman's like, ow, dude. All right, that's not fair. I'll look at another one. How about this one? Issue number 169. The Supergirl Batgirl plot. All right. They're scooching. Everyone's picking on Superman and Batman. They think it's funny. I mean, Superman has super breath. He could blow up that tire if he really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Me, 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 me. Me. Me, 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 me. Comic books bring a smile to my face. They make me smile all over the place. Guys, thanks for watching, man. It means a lot. Read your comics. They make you smile.